If you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase.
What's going on, guys? Back today here with some more NHL 19, and we're going to be giving you guys 3 tips on how to go out there and make more coins buying and selling your EVOs, whether you're buying them for the long haul, whether you're selling them and buying them a lot just to go out there and try to make some more coins. I got 3 tips to help you guys out here today. Starting off with a not so much of a tip, just something to throw out there real quick, is when you're buying and selling these EVOs, and it should be pretty obvious, make sure you know what the price of these bad boys are, because you go up there and you look, guy like Panarin, there's only one up, 489K, but he was up for like 370 3 days ago. So just like anything else, make sure you know what the price of things are before you're just out there recklessly spending coins. But our first tip, number 1, is you gotta be quick. This probably seems ridiculous, but you gotta be quick with understanding when guys are gonna get upgrades. We're gonna look at Pasternak, because look how great of a week he had. You could have looked back midweek and Pasternak was, I'm pretty sure he was about 360, 370, if I ain't mistaken, because I was very, very upset that he was on a 360, 370. He was around there about Wednesday last week, and if you would have looked then, you would have seen he had, 3-4 points going into, was it Thursday? It had to be Thursday or Friday. You go out there and realize he's got that many points, and that's when, if you want to take the chance on a guy, you got to take the chance. Or if you find out right away that he just put up 3 more points on Saturday, you got to take that chance right away. If you wait until the next day and then you realize, oh, Pasternak's in line for a team of the week. Well, by then, you look and you're like, oh, well, everybody already figured that out. Look at that. He's 600K. He's 525K. By then, you are probably late to the show, and you're gonna have to sit out this one, because that is a golden chance where some people get caught. Maybe Pasternak goes up in a month, but right now, if you're just looking to flip him, 525K might be his max ceiling. So tip number 2, staying with the Pasternak situation here, you bought Pasternak, okay? You bought him for 350, 360, maybe you bought him for 300K a long time ago. What do you sell him for? When do you sell him? The key here is when do you sell him? Not what, more of when. Know the price. Obviously, you sell it for whatever's going price at the time. But understand that the highest point most of these players will go for is hours before they get released on Wednesdays for a Team of the Week, for example. Or maybe somebody will go out there and desperately buy one right after Team of the Week comes out at 5 o'clock, 5:05, 5:10. They'll desperately buy that last Pasternak thinking, oh, I can get this bad boy. He just got an upgrade. Nobody knows about it. But they're too far behind already. Everybody does know about it. Everybody's going to be trying to sell them once past Team of the Week. So the goal here is if you can find a sweet spot and selling these suckers. Personally, I should be trying to sell my Pasternak now that I'm thinking about it. But you look at 525K, maybe you feel you can get more than 520K. The next most expensive one's 555. There's one up for 650. So maybe you think you can get 550K. Okay, that's fantastic. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You're going to want to put that sucker up for, I don't know, what is it? Whatever time you watch the video, you want your time elapsed to end, within that half an hour, 5 o'clock. Maybe 5:30 it ends. You put it up for 12 hours. You're not going to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. So maybe Tuesday night, you put them up for 550K for a day, for example, and then you hope he sells the next day. The key here is to make sure you get out before every single other person wants to sell their EVOs, because you're not going to be the only one wanting to sell them EVOs. That second he gets an upgrade, there's going to be 4 or 5 of them on the market of other people trying to get them as well. You want to go out there and you want to be the first one to sell when people are still hyped about them getting an upgrade before everybody else tries to go out there and sell theirs. And then when do you buy them, right? Well, that's actually a pretty good time to buy them. To be quite honest, once they get an upgrade, that's a solid time to buy them. Not directly after they get an upgrade, but maybe later in the evening, the day after that, there's a bunch of people selling them. The best time to go out there and buy EVOs is obviously going to be when there's a lot up. There's not a lot up. I talk about for a guy, for example, that does not have a lot up right now, Artemi Panarin. He's got 1 up. Terrible time to buy him. It's the only one up, 490K. He isn't in line for an upgrade, so he doesn't really have a reason to be 490K. You could probably get 490K for him if he gets an upgrade, but right now he's not going to get that upgrade, so you wait for maybe 3 or 4 to be listed at a time, and then maybe go snag him for 390, 400, 410, and then once, there's none up like this, that's when you can go out there and try to sell them for 489K. But don't get caught buying them when there's not a lot up. Make sure there's a lot of EVOs up of the card you're trying to buy when you get them. And then since we're seeing all these guys get EVOs weekly now, another great opportunity to buy EVOs is that day they're in packs. Because look what happens when you try to buy a Brent Burns, because he's on San Jose. For some reason, he got traded to Ottawa. He's on San Jose, though. You look, there ain't any up. And why? Because they decided to release EVOs for one day. If they change it, maybe it'll be different. But for right now, It's for 1 day, so the best chance you're going to get some of these EVOs is that day they're in packs, because everybody's trying to sell them to get them. That'll be one of the lower points that you can go out there and snag one of those. So, you know, pack day, it's also a great time to go buy some EVOs. One last thing, our final tip, and I think a lot of people aren't thinking about this one, and they should be thinking about it, and that is not the Anaheim Ducks. I'm just bored here scrolling around, is the longevity of EVOs. You have to understand one big thing, is these suckers aren't going to go up 100k, and that's what you probably get for a lot of these now if they get an upgrade. They'll probably go up at 50 to 100k. They're not going to do that all year. Usually, you could say a rule of thumb, January comes around, the game starts, you know, to die out, Team of the Year comes closer, people aren't worried about EVOs anymore because, you know, Team of the Year is right around the corner, why pay for one? Usually peaking time is January, but then we see the way things have changed. That was with Movembers, and EVOs were done differently last year. EVOs came out essentially a month early this year. You could almost say maybe Christmas time they're done, but one thing you always have to keep in mind is just watch the way. I mean, if the game feels like it's dying to you and everybody else, the EVOs are going to die with it. So do make sure you keep that in mind, and do make sure you keep in mind that, like I said, the longer they're out, when you start to get to the point, and I'm sure you will, where you're buying, say you'll watch this video and maybe at the end of November, beginning mid-December, and you'll see somebody like PK Subban get an upgrade, and he's 389k or 399k right now. He'll get an upgrade and he'll stay 399k because it's at that point where they're almost worth their full value. And again, that's a telltale sign as well. If you see a guy get an upgrade, he was like 350 before his upgrade, he's 350 after it. It's a pretty good sign. EVOs are starting to lose flavor, so don't get caught investing in them too late. Don't get caught holding them too late, because it can cost you hundreds of thousands of coins holding on to a guy like Taylor Hall or Clayton Keller. Not Clayton Keller. That was not who I meant. Chabot. He's like 300k right now for some reason. If you have 300k in Chabot in January, you best be selling that bad boy, because you ain't going to be up much higher than that. Not in the 81 overall. Maybe if he gets the Team of the Year. But those are my 3 tips. Hopefully they helped you guys out. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.